Why isn't there oral birth control for men? So there actually is a few undergoing trials. https www.nature.com/articles/S4146702336119. Here is one. They just aren't publicly available yet. I'm taking it. It's called excessive carbs. One of the biggest reasons is that to manufacture and dispense a drug, the risk of not being on it has to outweigh the risk of being on it. The benefits have to outweigh the negatives. Being on birth control comes with side effects like weight gain, nausea, and increased risk of blood clots. But not being on birth control means potentially becoming pregnant, which can lead to things worse, like death. Dying is worse than blood clots. For men, it's the side effects of birth control versus not being on birth control, and since they cannot become pregnant, the risks are often too high to be seen as worthy of production. Google RISUG. It's been in use in India got a while now. It's a small injection at the base of the penis. You'll be sterile for 10 years. If you want kids, you can get an additional injection that makes you fertile again. Sadly, an injection every 10 years isn't as profitable as making women take a pill once a day. So good luck getting it worked in the US. Women have a period of time where they cannot get pregnant. When they are already pregnant, as such, you can trick a woman's body to think it is pregnant to prevent pregnancy. There is no similar switch for men. We kick off a process that women's bodies already have. We cannot do that for men. See, I'm an idiot and thought you meant birth control to prevent pregnancy of the male mouth, and I was like, huh? I don't know if anyone has said this yet, but the FDA just approved one. It's easier to stop 1 egg per month than it is to stop 5 million sperm per ejaculation or whatever. Effectively, efficiently, every time, without screwing up all their equipment. They'd be like, you'll lose all your hair and develop breasts, but there's like a 70% chance you can raw dog. I honestly wouldn't trust a man to take it. I am the one who would be pregnant. So I like to be in charge of my own birth control. IDK, how true this is. BCIDR, where I heard it. But in D&R for a male, the pill. They found that men were actually less reliable in taking the pill daily, which had to be done to gain full benefits. I called sexist BS until I was prescribed penicillin for a skin infection and missed at least 2 doses in the short 10 days I had the RX. Does a bad pickup line count as an oral contraceptive for men? I heard a doctor say once that stopping one thing a month isn't too hard. Stopping 100% of a million things a day is a lot harder. Women's hormonal cycle naturally fluctuate during the month. Due to this, it is fairly easy to manipulate the hormones in a way that causes relative infertility. A man's hormones do not fluctuate in the same way. One of the only hormones required in male fertility is testosterone, which has to be high enough. However, men need testosterone for more than fertility, so altering its levels more complicated. So one reason is that it is genuinely harder to create oral birth control for men. Although there has been a lot of testing and development in this area recently. Short answer. It's easier to make it for women. Women need to stop ovulating when they are pregnant, and as a result, there is specific hormones that will cause a woman to stop ovulating. Since men don't have a similar cycle, and they are basically capable of conceiving a different child every day, they don't have a naturally existing system to stop them from producing sperm. There were clinical trials of a pill that lowered testosterone just enough to lower your sperm count, but the side effects were really bad, so it was shelved. because it is far more difficult than oral birth control for men. Every pharmaceutical company on the planet is trying to develop one, because the first to get there on the market will make billions in profits every month. They're working on it. The TL doctor is it's easier to interrupt one cell once a month than it is millions of the things potentially multiple times a day. There is. Men don't like the side effects. There was one developed in the 1950s. It successfully stopped sperm production, but the enzyme that metabolized alcohol was also affected. So when men drank, they became horribly ill. I think this old research is what's being used to develop a new male BCP. I think there is. Every time I open my mouth and speak I crash and burn. There is. Andrew Tate has good ideas about women and masculinity. Boom. Oral birth control.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.